Yo guys, welcome back to the channel. In this video we're going to take a look at 10 of my favourite accessories for your Insta360 X3 camera. So as you know, this is literally one of my favourite cameras right now. I use this so much, it's ridiculous. I'm going to walk you through 10 of my favourite accessories to help you get the most out of your camera and help you take your content creation to the next level. So we'll just jump straight in. I'm going to do a bit of a screen share and we're going to start with the most obvious one, I think anyway. And we'll talk about spare batteries and the amount of times that people don't carry spare batteries, and I used to do this a lot. It baffles me because spare batteries, like if you're shooting on this camera for an extended length of time, you want to make sure that you've always got access to power to make sure that you never run out of battery to miss like an epic shot. So I always carry a spare battery around with me. There are third-party batteries you can get, but I would always recommend getting a replacement battery or a spare battery from Insta360 just to make sure you're always going to have your X3, you're going to have guaranteed power basically. And the next accessory is kind of relates to the batteries, but Insta360 sell a fast charge hub, which is basically how you can charge your batteries faster and you can charge 3 at once. So just basically an optimal use of time. Yeah. It's an intelligent charging management system and it's got an overcharge protection on it, but you'll be able to charge batteries way faster using one of these fast charge hubs rather than just plugging your camera in, which is useful. Yeah, so I would recommend getting one of those, and it even has like a little code in here as well so you can tell how full or empty your batteries are in the charging process. So my next accessory is Insta360's invisible selfie stick, and this is kind of a cool one because it's got a tripod attached to the bottom of it as well. So if you have a look at the pictures, it actually extends up to just over 1 meter, I think it is, and it has a tripod on the bottom. So if you want to set your camera up and get creative with your shots, you can do that. You don't have to always hold it. So that's useful. It's got a 1/4 inch thread on the top, and that just basically threads into the bottom of your Insta360. And this is the magic selfie stick as well. So when you are filming 360 mode and you want to get those really cool shots, your selfie stick will not be in the shot. It'll look like somebody's literally following you around with a camera, or like a drone is following you, but you don't actually have a drone. You just have a holding the stick, but nobody will know that, so it's kind of cool. Next accessory is the chest strap. So this is going to be for all you people who love mountain biking or point of view footage or skiing or any kind of action sports really. I use the chest strap a lot for my mountain bike content. So basically you can mount the camera on your chest to get a really immersive point of view shot. And this chest harness is super comfortable, and the X3 basically just clicks or clips to the front of it. It's fully adjustable. It's got a waist strap and then 2 shoulder straps. And then there's like a padded protector that actually sits in the camera, so it makes it more stable and more comfortable as well. And you can see there's a picture of a camera actually on it. This is the Insta360 One RS, which is kind of cool. But really do like using the chest strap. Just really gives you a different perspective on your point of view stuff. Just allows you to get a little bit more creative with your camera. But I really like this accessory. So the next accessory is sticky lens guards. Now, to tell the truth, I've actually not used these yet, and I don't have any. But the thing with the Insta360 camera, which is, I don't know if it's a letdown of the camera, but the lenses aren't replaceable, or it hasn't got any lens cover protectors on there as standard. So if you take a camera like a GoPro, you can take off the lens cover caps on there if they get scratched, and you can replace them for a pretty low fee. Whereas the thing about the Insta360 X3, which is a bit of a downside to the camera, is the lenses aren't actually protected. So if you do crash or drop the lens or damage it, then you may have to replace the actual camera or like somehow replace the lens, which I'm not really too sure how to do. But the sticky lens guards basically act as a protecting wall on top of these lenses. Protection for both your lenses, sticks directly on your lens to safeguard you from dust and scratches. And I've actually been told by people who've used this that it doesn't actually affect the quality of the video to the perceived eye when you're using 360 mode or anything. So could be a good option to look into, especially if you're doing things outdoor or where there's chances of you dropping the camera, or where you do mountain biking, you in all this grit and dirt and mud and dust. It just gives you like, the lens a little bit more of a protection. Hands up though, I've actually never used these, but I should try them out. But yeah, I think they would be really handy. Next accessory is one of my favourites. It's the X series carry case. This is like a hard shell carry case. It's quite a good size. It's got a zipper on there, and it actually comes inside. I actually don't have it in here, but as you can see, I've got all my accessories and mounts in this top bit of netting, and I've got a spare camera in there and some other bits and pieces right now. Now when you actually buy the camera, as you can see on the screen now, it actually comes with like a moulding inside, so you can protect your camera, your selfie stick and other bits and pieces inside an actual mould in the case. But I got rid of that mould just to save myself more space and I could fit more things in it, because my camera is actually already in a protective case, and then everything else around that I can kind of organise around it, which is fine. But if you want peace of mind, then maybe keeping the moulding in is something for you. But the case itself, I really do rate this. Definitely really good to fit in spare batteries, your selfie stick, spare mounts, your camera obviously, and whatever else you can fit in there. So the next accessory is the mic Wind Moff. So these are the covers that, or the dead cat the dead cats that go over your microphones on the camera. So as you can see on the image, they're basically just adhesive and they stick straight on there. I actually had Wind Moff before Insta360 bought this accessory out, but you can actually get this now from Insta360, and it looks a lot neater than the one that I've made, which is just basically I bought something off Amazon. But this actually looks like a legit piece of square, nice cut foam that goes directly over the microphones, just to reduce wind noise and any unnecessary noise you don't really want to hear. So you can still have the highest quality audio from this camera. So it's adhesive, easy to install. It's specifically designed to work with the X3 camera, and it still remains invisible on 360 footage. So one thing I did have to do with my camera, if you can see this, but I actually had to trim these audio covers down because there was little bits of black fur that were actually, you could see in the 360 footage when I was editing it, and it was really annoying because it was visible. So this will not get in the way, you will never see this, but it will enhance your audio quality. Next accessory is the bullet time cord. So this is kind of a cool accessory, kind of unique to Insta360 as well. So what you do with this is you attach the cord to the bottom of your camera, and you punch in a few different settings on your camera and start recording, and you spin the camera around your head. And I'll put a video on the screen now showing me playing around with this, and you can create some really epic shots and really creative shots where it looks like the camera is flying around you in a circle, but you can't see the wire of the cord or anything. So again, it looks like someone is flying around you and filming you. And if you're in a really cool location, or you want to show off a really cool feature or something, this is a really cool accessory to have. I really enjoy this. It's pocket sized, and you can fit it in your pocket obviously, or the hard carry case, and it's really cool. It's like on a retractable string as well, so you pull it out and then it obviously always wants to go back into its thing, so it's kind of cool. Next accessory is the extended selfie stick. So this isn't going to be for everyone, but it is a really cool accessory, and I did a video on the channel about how cool this was. It is a massive selfie stick basically, and it extends from 36 centimeters all the way out to 3 meters. It's made of carbon fiber. It's super lightweight. It's got a nice foam grip on it, and it's got, you can basically extend it out to different lengths. You can see on the images. I'll try and find an image for you. There you go. There, it's got different markings on there, so you know exactly how far you're extending it out. But this is really cool if you're outdoors, obviously, and you can get some super creative shots. And like with the other selfie sticks that Insta360 offer, this is no different in the fact that it is a magic selfie stick, so you won't see the pole in any of your shots, and it will genuinely look like a drone is following you around, which I think is so cool. This accessory is kind of cool as well. This is the GPS action remote. So I've only just started using this recently, and it's really good if you want to enable different GPS bits of data on your camera while you're out recording, or you are wanting to start and stop recording or taking pictures with your X3 camera while you're not actually having to physically turn it on or off. So you can stand up to, I think it's 10 meters away, up to 5 meters away, sorry, and you can adjust the start and stop the camera, sorry. So it's really cool if you want to get some shots where you don't have to actually be involved in turning the camera on and off. So it's a good time saver, battery saver as well. It's got a good connection between the camera and the remote, so you don't need to worry about losing connection halfway doing things. It's really small. It comes with a wrist strap as well if you want to wear it on your wrist, or you simply want to slide it in your pocket and turn it on and off, which is what I've been doing. But that's a kind of a cool accessory and one I recommend. Insta360 obviously offer like so many accessories, and it was hard for me just to narrow down the ones that I would use the most. But it all comes down to personal preference. I mean, if you're more of someone who wants to record their car journeys and traveling, maybe one of the suction cups or the suction plates for your camera will be useful. I don't do any surfing, but there's floating hand grips and things like that, and there's all sorts of other accessories which I'll probably go checking out, and I'll leave a link in the description below if you want to go and check out all of their accessories, because there's literally an absolute ton of them. But I hope this is useful. There will be links below to go and get all the accessories I've talked about in this video, and if you've got any questions on the accessories or the Insta360 camera, hit me up in the comments and I will get back to you and potentially make a video for you. So I hope it was useful, hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you in the next video.